Hey guys, it's JonTaun from Total Brohammer, and today we'll be reviewing the Two Kings Update patch notes and reworking of Bretonnia. So I'm very excited to see these patch notes. I'm really hoping there's a lot of balance for multiplayer, especially Bretonnia. And y'all know my favorite faction, the Empire. I want to get better, but it looks like we're getting a Bretonnia rework, so that'll be good. That'll be real good. So let's get to reading here. If you want to get straight to the patch notes, we will do that. All right. So this is all. I haven't looked at these patch notes yet, by the way, but yeah, Ten Kings will win the campaign, and Trench Craventail, nice. So we're getting our first free LC, well, I guess second free LC now. We're getting a new Skaven Lord, that'll be cool. We got the overhauls to mini campaign and battle features in Warhammer 2. I'm sure we'll see that later. Bretonnia has seen an extensive overhaul with new skills for the legendary lords, a plethora of new technologies, and legendary buildings and specific settlements to more closely integrate their lands into mortal empires. That's cool. So let's get into it. New skills for Luan Liancoeur, Fount of Honor, respected by all, Clarion Calls, and Exemplary Contact. Wow, nice. So I don't know what all these do yet, so we'll get. I'm sure they'll have them in more detail later. So looks like we got a bunch of new skills for all of them, really. So I'm not going to go over them all because without knowing what they do is pretty useless. So old world legendary lord trait updates. Yeah, that's not multiplayer. Bug fixes and improvements. We can read this. Improved dropped orders, unit responsiveness during battles. Hopefully that's fixed. That's campaign. Campaign. Yeah, okay. We got some general bug fixes, performance, also good. Gameplay improvements, campaign. Let's get to the battle. Quick Head Taker can now use his Miss Below ability while entering battle as reinforcement. That's also campaign. Magic missiles such as high/dark elf arrows will steer more aggressively towards their targets. Interesting. I definitely don't think the Dark Elves and the High Elves need more accurate missiles, especially the Dark Elves. We'll see how that goes. Improved how large groups of multiple units navigate through destroyed gates in siege battles. The Skink Cohort melee unit will no longer use the wrong idle animation when standing on a wall. Army abilities can now target and be used directly on a unit card. Is this on campaign? You know what, yeah, let's just skip all this and get straight to the unit balancing. Here's what we'll see. We'll also, look at this. Minor reduction to melee defense gain from unit rank increases. Okay, so that's going to change things up just a little bit, because people have been starting to, rank up all their infantry to, like, triple gold chevrons to make them better. In some cases it works, and in other cases it doesn't, but that should help reduce that. Minor cost increase to unit rank, yeah, so that's probably going to be gone now. Bracing bows now caps at 6 ranks, previously 7. Tower firing rates increase, minor increase in vigor recovery while idle, I like that. All breath attack cooldowns increase to 60 seconds, and damage reduced or shifted from single target damage to area of effect damage. Okay, so I like this. Dragon breaths have been nerfed. They're just too powerful. I mean, you pay for a dragon, but then you also get these breath attacks that can almost insta-mill a unit. I like that. Note that most accuracy changes below are very minor adjustments. Reduce the attack rate of chariots when repeatedly colliding with the same target. I like that. Infantry characters should now be knocked around less frequently than before. That's also good. Flammable units now only minus 25% flame weakness. Okay, I guess that's fine. Category caps max 9 for missile infantry, monsters, and beasts, cavalry, and chariots. Doom wheels limited to 2 max and quick battle. Thank God for that. Thank God for only 2 doom wheels. I mean, that's still gonna be difficult, but thank God. So best score, plus 50 cost and minus 1 melee defense. I don't know if that's gonna be enough, but we'll see. Ungor Herd minus 1 leadership and plus 1. Well, it might be enough depending on the buffs to the other factions. Great weapon units. Ungor Herd minus 1 leadership plus 1 charge bonus. Ungor Spearman Herd minus 1 HP. Ungor Spearman Herd with shields minus 1 leadership minus 1 HP minus 25 cost. Gore Herd are getting better but more expensive. Gore Herd with shields are getting better but more expensive. Synagors have minus 2 HP. So I like that. Synagors are really, really cost effective. So this is reducing the cost effectiveness of all the Beastmen units. I'm liking that so far. But they're actually buffing the Razor Gore herds. Maybe we'll see more of those. Plus 6 HP. I'm assuming this is per entity, so that can be. It's gonna be quite. It's gonna be a couple hundred HP. Plus 3 leadership, Manticore, minus 0.4 attack interval. Cygors getting the actually nerfed giant plus 410 AP, make the giant more appealing. Kazarek minus 50 cost because nobody uses him. And Synagor's great weapons. Remove splash attacks. I didn't know Synagor's great weapons had splash attacks, but that is good. It reduces inconsistent power spikes in some matchups, but plus 2 charge bonus. So hopefully that'll help out. Here we go, Bretonnia. So they really need some help. Most melee infantry. Plus 1 to 2 HP. Spearman arms with shields, minus 25 cost. Ooh, so they're getting a lot cheaper. Foot squires, plus 1 speed. Peasant bowmen with fire arrows. Minus 50 cost, but minus 2 regular projectile damage, but plus 1 AP. So that's probably going to be overall better. So, yeah, cheaper. Wow, they're going to be able to go with a really wide army now. Those Knights Errant's got a buff to HP and charge bonus. Questing Knights, less charge bonus, but they're going to be better in sustained melee. Grail Guardians got more AP and are just getting a general buff, but are slower and more expensive. Alright. Grail Knights, more AP, but less melee attack and charge bonus. Mounted Yeoman Archers, minus minor accuracy buff. I like that. I mean, they're peasant archers. They should be, and they're really, really good. They should be one of the less effective long-range archers in the game, I would think. Pegasus Knights are getting more mass and plus 4 charge bonus. That's going to be good, because Pegasus Knights just can't pull through anything right now. Pegasi all plus 10 ground speed. Interesting, interesting. I like it. Maybe we'll actually see them again now. Royal Hippogriff Knights, plus 2 melee defense, minus 4 regular, plus 9 AP. Alright. So, that's probably not going to make them worth taking, but that's a good upgrade. Trebuchet got more accurate, more explosive damage, and more explosive AP damage. So the Trebuchets were very, very inaccurate, but we'll see how they fare now. All artillery crews plus 3 HP. Green Knight has armor piercing now, but less base damage, less armor, and Dolorious Blade redesigned synergizes with AP damage profile and minus 50 costs. I'm assuming that's just the Dolores Blade. We'll see. Lewin Hippogriff cost plus 100, so he's going to be even more expensive. Probably a good thing. Alberic plus 3 melee attack. Bretonnian Paladin minus 25 cost reduction, minus 75 cost for Pegasus. Interesting. So Chaos Warriors, they probably needed a buff as well. So overall, a general nerf to the Beastmen. Pretty big buff to the Bretonnians. We'll see how it goes. But I'm liking it so far. Chaos Warriors, plus 2 melee attack, chosen, plus 1 HP, chosen with great weapons, plus 2 melee attack, plus... Okay, so yeah, they're just getting straight up stronger, but they are getting a cost increase, and they are already very expensive. Chosen Halberds, plus 1 HP, so chosen are overall getting better. I don't know about this game, but in the last game they were considered very not cost effective. I feel like they're better in this game, but we'll see if they get more play now. Marauder Horseman with Javelin and Axe, minor buff to mobility. Marauder Horseman, minus 25 cost, plus 2 melee. So Marauder Horseman get a buff. Chaos Knights are getting plus 2 HP, all of them. And Chaos Knights with Lances are having 1 regular damage and basically getting 1 AP. So yeah, AP applies in all situations, so that is just straight buff. Gorbeast Chariot is getting more melee attack and defense. Hell Cannon, reworked homing missile parameters, higher accuracy, minus 15 ammo, roughly 20% reload, minus 20% reload time and damage. Interesting. So maybe they'll be more accurate now, but they won't be as devastating. The inconsistent damage output of this weapon was very fitting for the faction, but not the most fun to play with. More shots per minute, higher accuracy, and less damage make it a bit more predictable while reducing the benefits of using manual fire mode. Manicore, minus 100 cost, plus 5 regular damage, plus 10 AP damage, minus 0.4 attack interval. So I think minus 0.4, that means he's faster, attacks faster. The latter apply to all mount variants too. Alright, so Manicores suck, so they're getting some buffs. Maybe that'll make them useful, I doubt it. Dragon Ogres plus 2 leadership and plus 2 melee defense. Kolek and Dragon Ogre Shaggoth minus 2 charge bonus, I'm fine with that. Kolek Senator plus 100 cost, that's warranted, I think. Again, they're trying to make the giant more appealing because he doesn't see a lot of play. Dragon Mounts cost 100, I'm fine with that. Arcane on foot plus 15 base damage plus 35 AP damage plus 2 max splash attack targets. Interesting. Archon on Dorker. Plus 15, yeah, same there, and plus 320 health. Sigvold plus 40 base damage, plus 20 AP damage, plus 248 health, plus 100 cost. Interesting. Chaos Lords. So, all the Chaos Lords besides Kolek here are getting buffs, but some of them are getting some cost increase. So, that looks good to me. Dark Elves. Black Art Corsairs cost plus 50, thank God. Shades cost plus 50, thank God. Shades, with great weapons and dual swords, plus 2 charge bonus. Witch Elves, poison speed debuff reduced to minus 20% duration, reduced by 1 second, minus 3 leadership. I like this. Witch Elves are just too strong of a unit. They are kind of finicky whether they want to actually apply their Madness Arcane, but when they do, it's just too powerful. Reaper Bolt Thrower plus 2 speed plus 10 range. Don't know if it'll make it useful. Hold 1 Dread Knights plus 4 melee defense. War Hydra plus 100 HP and takes another in its place, plus 1 max use. Okay. Dreadlords, Dark Pegasus mounts, cost reduced by 50, so man, they're getting reduced cost. I guess they want to make Marathi more appealing and Malekith less appealing here, so that makes sense to me. And dragons are just going, dragon mounts are going to be just 100 plus 100 cost in general. So I think they need some more debuffs than that, but we'll see. Okay, so dwarves. Dwarves, in my opinion, are super strong right now, except the only factions they have problem with are like, sorry about that, guys. Are like chariot factions. So they can have some trouble with things like chaos. They can have some trouble with beastmen, especially beastmen, but let's see what they got. I think the snare of the Tormentor Sword was a little bit too much, probably. I don't know. Let's see what they got. So Longbeards, minus 2 charge bonus, minus 2 HP, and plus 40 mass. More mass for the dwarves? Jeez, I already can't pull through with them with anything. Well, I guess I'm thinking of this in context to Empire versus Dwarves, so them having more mass is definitely not going to help my cavalry, who already get destroyed by Rune of Wrath and Ruin and Tormentor Sword. So Longbeards with great weapons, all plus 1 regular damage, minus 1 AP. But plus 40 mass. Warriors Dragonfire, pass, minus 2 melee defense. Ironbreakers plus 2 HP, plus 2 AP damage, plus 70 mass. Jeez, I didn't think Ironbreakers need to be stronger. But, like I said, I don't play dwarves, so what do I know? Rangers, minus 2 melee defense, plus acceleration. That means they're going to speed up faster, I guess. Bugmans, Rangers, plus 4 melee attack, plus 4 HP, plus charge defense versus large. Plus acceleration, plus mass, so these guys are getting a lot of buffs. Iron Drakes minus 100 multiplayer costs. You don't see them too often, but they're actually pretty good if you can actually protect them, that is. So we'll see. Maybe they'll probably get brought more often now. The Gyrocopter with Brimstone is more accurate. Gyrocopter and Gyrobomber lowered active duration of bomb ability, allowing rapid dropping. Okay. Gyro Bomber plus Skyhammer plus 10 ground speed, Clattergun rebalance. Now it is small cannon shooting small explosives, improving performance versus infantry. Skyhammer plus 50 cost, minus 5 reloads. Slight reduction to accuracy. Grudstorer plus accuracy plus 10 explosion damage. Organ Gun plus 100 cost, minus accuracy. Flame Cannon plus 30 range plus 10 explosion AP damage. Projectile tweaks. Thane plus 50 multiplayer cost, I like that. Unless we're mentioned otherwise, all infantry and missile infantry, apart from the rangers, plus 20 mass. All artillery crew plus 2 HP, Rune Lord plus 50 cost. So I like that these guys were, overall, I'd say this is a buff. But I like how these guys were increasing cost, but I think they might be a little bit too powerful. Okay, Empire. Y'all know this is what I really want to know. Flagellants. +7 melee attack. Nice. But -4 base damage. Ooh. And +75 cost. Ooh. Ooh, I'd say this is... These two... Yeah, I'd say this is probably a nerf. So... Ooh, I don't like it. We'll see, though. We'll see. Tattersouls, -6 charge bonus, +5 melee attack, -2 base damage, and +125 cost. So you're going to see a lot less flagellants, I think. Halberdiers, +1 AP damage, great swords, +2 melee attack, and +1 thing. Speed. That's a step in the right direction. Great swords have been really bad for a long time. Crossbowmen, +1 regular projectile damage. That's good, but I still think they're too expensive. I mean, look at peasant bowmen. But maybe now they'll be worth their cost. Now the peasant bowmen won't be as accurate. Empire Knights, -50 multiplayer cost, +4 HP, +2 melee defense. Maybe this will make Empire Knights better. And Reichsguard, +2 AP damage. Ooh, that's nice. Demigriff with Lances, -50 multiplayer cost, and +12 HP. Interesting, I like that. Halberd versions of Demigriffs, including the Outdoor Griff Rights, +12 HP. -3... I don't know what that is. BVSL? I don't know what that is. In any case, Pistolers, +1 missile damage, +5 HP. And +2 melee defense. Outriders, all slight increase to firing art. Outriders, +1 projectile AP damage. That's good. Outrider with grenade launchers, +2 HP, +10 range, +1 explosion AP damage, +6 projectile damage. Alright, so maybe we'll have some better Outriders now. Projectile damage on the grenades is a secondary factor, as most of the damage comes from the explosion. The damage buff here merely improves the overall damage output against larger unarmored targets, making the unit a bit more versatile. Mortar, -50 cost, -1 second reload time, plus accuracy, that's good. Hellblaster, fire animation duration. Hellblaster, fire animation duration. Length reduced, and projectile rebalance. Read, strong buff, +2 speed. Hellstorm, +2 speed. Steam Tank, +15 damage, +25 AP damage, -2 speed, +12 charge speed, +15 meter charge distance. Interesting. Steam Tank probably still isn't going to be worth it just because of how bad in melee it is. Moonraker Hish, -100 costs. Maybe we'll see that more. All artillery crew, +3 HP. Empire Wizards, reduce mount cost by 100, except for Amber Wizard Griffin. I like this. Empire General, mount cost for Warhorses and Pegasus reduced by 50. Empire Captain, -25% cost reduction, -75 cost reduction on Pegasus. Boris Tidebringer's going to be cheaper on a Pegasus. Karl Franz is going to have more AP damage and less regular damage, so that's a buff on him. He's going to have even more on Deathclaw. So I don't think that's going to make him good enough still, but we'll see. White Lions are getting +1 regular damage and -1 AP damage. That's a nerf to what I thought was already a pretty bad unit. Honestly, I think that their faction abilities need to be changed. Martial Prowess, I think, is more of a debuff, if you ask me. In any case. Silver Helms, +1 HP. All archers getting less accurate. Dragon Princes cost more. Great Eagles are getting more AP damage and melee attack and melee defense, so maybe they'll be better. And Mounted Great Eagles are similar shifts from regular damage to AP damage. Ithamar Chariot, +2 melee attack, +2 melee defense. Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower is getting better, and Dragon Mounts cost +100. So, interesting. So, Lizardmen. Command Skinks, -2 melee defense, that's a good debuff. Costigors, +2 BVSL. Again, I don't know what that means. If anyone knows what that means, be sure to tell me in the comments. Horned Ones, +2 speed, +2 melee defense. Bestowed Line of Revivification, -3 cast. I mean, who uses their 10 cast anyway? Pterodon, +10 ground speed. Carnosaur all. Negative mass, plus hitbox size, +0.2 attack interval. So this is going to make Carnosaurs in general weaker. I like that. They're a bit too powerful. I think the hitbox size is definitely going to help, as well as the negative mass. They're going to attack slower. I like it. Skink Chief, -18 blowpipe ammunition. I think they need to change it from 100 to like 60. Right now it's going to be at 82. I think that's way too much still. And Krokar's getting on Grimlock is going to get reduced missile resistance to 50%. That's good. And -5 armor. Krokar on foot. And a cold / horned one is going to have 7 bonus large, plus 50 cost, plus 5% health. Interesting. So that's going to make that more appealing. Old Blood Connoisseur is going to have less armor. Source Old Blood on foot, and a cold one is going to have plus 50 cost, but plus 5% health. Scar Veteran on a Connoisseur, minus 2 charge bonus, minus 5 base damage, minus 10 AP damage, minus 5 armor. Remove Primal Instincts. Scar Veteran on a cold one, just some general plus 2. Scar Veteran in general is getting minus 150 base damage, so he's getting switched over to AP. He also loses some bonus versus large. So, it could be pretty good. This is definitely a step in the right direction. Like, all these are, for the most part, steps in the right direction. I'm not sure, y'all know I'm really picky about my Empire, but their cavalry is getting buffed, and so that's good, but their infantry look like they're still going to be absolutely garbage. But at least the great swords are getting a small buff. So Skaven, Doomwheel multiplayer cost increased by 50, minus charge speed, minus melee attack, plus 10 regular damage, minus 20 AP, collision attacks tweaked. Good, Doomwheels are too powerful right now. Night Runners and Gutter Runners with Throwing Stars no longer ignore shields. Oh, they ignored shields, yeah. I kind of felt like they did too much damage to shield units. That'll be good. Storm Vermin have plus 1 HP. All artillery crews plus 3 HP. Greenskins, Orc Boys have plus 2 melee, minus 1 melee defense. Savage Orc Biggins and Boar Boy Biggins plus 2 leadership. Ragnarok Spider is minus 100 multiplayer cost. Missile range increased to 100. So Ragnarok, you don't see it too much, so that's probably a good thing. Again, they're making the giants more attractive by giving them more HP. Not sure if that's enough to actually change anything, but we'll see. Rock Lobbers plus are getting more accurate. All artillery crews, I guess everywhere, are just getting plus 3 HP. Grimgor's getting more armor and a lot more AP damage. He's losing a little bit of base damage, but that's a pretty good buff. I think he really needs some cool abilities, though. Like, CA, for these old lords, like Carl Franz and stuff, they need cool abilities and traits and all that kind of stuff. Minus 50 cost for the boar mount. So, looks like some buffs to Greenskins. That's fine. They need it against factions like the Dark Elves and whatnot. But, this patch might change up the game quite a bit because of the Dragon Breath thing. We'll see. What else? Eternal Guard have minus 1 HP. I like that. Dryads minus 2 HP, minus 1 melee defense. I like that. War Dancers minus 2 HP. I like this as well. Azrai Spears plus 1 melee defense. That's fine. Wildwood Rangers plus 2 melee defense. That's fine. Blade Guard with Hagbane minus 50 cost. Interesting. Blade Guards all plus 2 ammo. Removed magical attacks. Whoa. Removed magical attacks. Interesting. That is interesting. Wow. Alright. Plus 1 HP. So, as the Wood Elves, getting that magic damage out is going to be far more difficult now. Deepwood Scouts. This is going to help Wood Elves against the Dwarves, though. Like, they can bring their Blade Guard with Starfire Shaft. Deepwood Scouts, all plus 2 speed, plus 3 HP. I don't feel like they really need that. I mean, they're already... Plus 2 speed? I mean, they're already super kitey. Come on. Deepwood Scouts with Swift Shiver, minus 5 range. Waywatchers are getting better. Alright, Waywatchers are kind of hard to use, but, yeah, I can see that. Blade Riders with Hagbane Tip, remove magical attacks. Great Eagle, minus 31 regular damage, so getting switched over to more AP focused and higher stats in general. Same thing for the Mounted Great Eagles. Hawk Riders plus 10 ground speed. Increased mass. They fire faster. And yeah, just some more charge bonus and HP. That's pretty good. Sisters with Thorn plus 8 models, minus 12 HP, plus 1 regular damage, plus 50 cost. Interesting. That is plus 8 models and stuff. Treekin, minus 3 regular damage, more AP, and plus 15 missile resistance. Treeman, charge defense versus large exchange for charge defense versus all. Interesting. Minus 30 regular damage, plus 30 AP damage, plus 15 missile resist. Ancient Treeman, charge defense versus large exchange for charge defense versus all, and yeah. Darathu's getting a pretty big HP buff. Female Glade Lord on Forest Dragon, plus 10% missile resist to fix inconsistency. Glade Lords, all are plus 100%, 100 plus 100 gold multiplayer cost, not 100%. Alright, so I think that's some decent changes to the Wood Elves. Not really making them stronger, not really making them weaker. Making their infantry a little weaker, which I think is granted, especially like War Dancers are just so strong. Wildwood Rangers needed a buff for sure. Cannon Wraith plus 4 charge bonus. Hell Steeds plus 10 ground speed. Black Knights. Looks like they're having... Black Knights are getting a buff. More melee attack, more AP, and faster attack. Black Knights with Lances and Barding, minus 50 cost and plus 2 charge bonus. That'll definitely make them more appealing. Varix Reavers, plus 2 charge bonus. Hex Rates plus 4 speed. Varcase plus 7 ground speed, minus 3 damage and more AP. And Vargo plus 20 damage, plus 40 AP damage, plus 0.6 attack interval, so a slower attack interval. Minus 5 to charge bonus, plus 2 melee attack, plus 4 melee defense, plus 50 cost. So more expensive but better in sustained combat and more damage output. The overall goal of these changes is for the Vargo to be able to spend more time in combat, cost less, cycle, charge, micro, yeah, okay. Fewer but stronger attacks per minute make the Vargo less susceptible to loss of vigor. Corpse Cart is minus 100 multiplayer cost. Graveguard is plus 3 charge bonus. Great weapons. Terrorgeist plus 15% breath attack damage. And Dragon Mouse cost plus 100. Alright, so that's all the factions here. So, let's go ahead and read this last ability, then I'll give you all my overall thoughts on this. Ability, slightly reduced durations for physical resistance buffs. I like that. Small balance tweak to improve abilities that affect melee damage. Improve abilities, okay. So, abilities that add melee damage are going to be better. Add wind-up timers to abilities that with a damage component give players a chance to react. I like that. Like Wind Blast, you couldn't really react to that a lot of the time. Adjusted base ability recharge times to 60, 90, and 120 seconds to reduce cost effectiveness of tier 1 abilities and increase cost effectiveness of tier 3 abilities. Okay, sounds like a good change. Removed initial recharge from abilities with the exception of army abilities and abilities that rely on initial recharge for a mechanic. Interesting. That could change things up. Rebalance net spells and abilities. Tweaks to duration for all abilities with a can't move effect. Net of Amontok has had effect radius removed. Upgraded Net of Amontok now adds a 30-meter effect radius instead of doubling duration. I don't like this. They already made it more expensive and lasts not as long when they changed from game 1 to game 2, and that's gonna make it even worse. I mean, they need to reduce the cost, I think. But or what they really need to do is reduce the cost and make some other spell in the Lore of Light really good. Tempest now reduces speed by 72% rather than a can't move effect. I like this. Tormentor Sword no longer needs to be in melee to recharge. Duration reduced considerably. I like this. Max 3 uses of Preyeth and Rama, I like it. Max 2 uses of FG to get, I like it. Abilities that grant full hide and unspottable now last longer, that's probably a good thing. Abilities that modify morale positively last longer, also a good thing. Cold-blooded, double duration, halved healing per second to make debuff more meaningful. I like that, that's good. Flash Bomb on Gromvidal rebalance is a tier 2 ability, so I guess that means it's going to have a 90-second recharge. Gromvidal has no fears, now free and custom and automatically on Papa Grom. Warp Bomb and Dark Conduit reduce damage by 13%. Mark of Cornflakes change to common, cost reduced to 81. Hold the line, change to common, cost reduced to 81. Remove max targets 3 from Chaos Tingle. Interesting. Spells. Adjusted recharge timers. Tier 1 spells now have 20% longer recharge times, and Tier 3 spells have 20% shorter recharge times on average. Soul Blight and upgraded power cost -1. Dwellers Below and upgraded power cost -2. Piercing Bolts of Burning change to fully armor piercing and increase projectile damage to increase damage against high hit point entities and overall basic infantry. Think of the spell now as an elite killer, so maybe they'll be worth bringing. Flamestorm increased radius 10 meter, adjusted damage down to balance vortex to new radius. Flamestorm upgrader, replace radius increase with more damage. Create a Bina plus 1 power cost, that's warranted. Establish domain, summon Cygor, unbinds 20% faster, I like it. Plague, minus 1 power cost. Plague upgrade, minus 2 power cost. Modding. Okay, so we don't care about that. So, overall, I think we're going in a step in a right direction. I'm not sure if the debuffs to the strongest factions like the Dark Elves and the Beastmen are going to be enough. Dwarves, I think, were probably overbuffed. Empire probably didn't get enough buffs, especially with that Vamtalk going down. Makes them quite a weak faction. Still, we'll see. We'll see, though. I have hopes that I'm wrong, and what I'm reading on paper is going to translate how I think it is in the game, because oftentimes that is how it works. High Elves, I think, probably needed a little bit, some more buffs. Lizardmen should probably be okay now that their healing's been toned down. Now that Doom Wheel's been toned down, and Night Runners and Gutter Runners can no longer ignore shields, that should also help tone down the Skaven. Greenskins, I don't see this as... Yeah, so they got buffs, that's fine. Greenskins are... I actually kind of like the balance of Greenskins right now. But against some of these stronger factions like Dark Elves, they had trouble against. So, yeah, they'll be fine. And I like to think about the changes to abilities and spells overall. Not sure about the net of Vamtalk. I mean, it's going to be useful, but I'm just not sure if it's going to be worth it now. I mean, it'll be worth it. What am I saying? It'll be worth it. So let me skim through this real quick. This looks like battle map stuff. Yeah, this doesn't look like it fits. So, yeah, guys, overall, I like it. Step in the right direction, like I said. But that's going to be all for this one, guys. This is JonTaun for Total Brohammer, signing out.